Marbling is, there's my marbling tray right there, one of them, and it's a one-time print process on a liquid surface, and you make all these lovely different kinds of patterns and big sheets of paper, cloth, all kinds of things, and then eventually you have to make something out of it or you're buried in marbled paper. So today I'm choosing to make some books, so our journals, different kinds of journals. Most marblers turn out to be bookbinders after a while, and most binders also turn toward marbling because they want their own paper to work with. So I start with what's called carrageenan, which is a powdered dried seaweed, and it's a food thickening agent. You basically have it in your toothpaste. You would have it in ice cream. That nice big long word, carrageenan, on the side of the ice cream box is this stuff. And it gets whipped up in a blender, and it's very, very thick, kind of like Jell-O that hasn't set quite enough. And then the paints I use are golden fluid acrylics, and they float on top of the surface. So you've got this thickness under it, a little, little pool of paint on top, and then a bunch of handmade tools to make the patterns. I like paper the best, but you could marble fabric. You could marble on 3D objects. There's a piece up there that has a bisque mask that I've marbled. You could marble wood. I've taught classes where people actually marble leaves and just, everything but the kitchen sink, really. But if you had your tray big enough, you could marble that too. So I call this my book sandwich. This is how I marble the edges. But the fun part of these are having the edges marbled, and then the leather, what becomes the leather cover, also matches. And I do real long scarves, 14 by 72 inches, which means my tray takes up the entire 8-foot table. So it's kind of quite a process. The marbling is fast, but it's a lot of hurry up and wait, because you have to rinse it, let it dry, go back and hand wash it, rinse it. But I do offer classes up in this space, the studio. Kind of started with Hands on Gatlinburg, 9-10 years ago. And people really enjoy the small, intimate, 1 to 3 or 4 people in a class. And then another really quick and easy kind of marbling. I almost call it a faux marbling, but it is marbling. What they're made of, it's a paper mache. I do purchase this. The bears, of course, if I'm going to do a bear for Gatlinburg, a marbled bear would be what I do.
The Cliffdwellers is located on Glades Road in the Arts and Crafts community, right next to the Jim Gray Gallery.